Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I get super excited and obsessed with is a good old-fashioned ice storm. That's right. Because, wait, I'll probably be cussing in this one. Nah, I won't. Okay, it really messes stuff up. I mean, really bad. And we're talking about some of the models showing a possible projection of about an inch. That's right, there's 1 inch right there of ice. We're not talking snow. We're talking ice. And so, if you get over an half an inch ice over Pennsylvania, the state that Alexa Snap was born in, New Jersey, I think Jon Stewart was born there. New York, Katya lives there. And whatever these states are, I'm sure they're really cool states. Yeah, that's a lot of ice over hundreds of square miles, making the roads. You definitely shouldn't be driving on them. You know, just at the chance of this, I'd be closing schools and shit. Oh, crap, I just said shit. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah. Poughkeepsie. Hey, you're fun to say. Connecticut. So, yeah, that's a lot of ice. Now, it could bust, meaning not much could happen. But it's better to be prepared for the worst case scenario and pray for the best case scenario. This giant snake of severe weather stretches all the way from Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio. Well, no, Kentucky's got the flood watch. New York, Pennsylvania. What is this one up here? In the blue. And so, and then these are a flash flood watch. And what is the yellow? Oh, yeah, this is the severe weather watch. You've got tornadoes that have already broken out, big debris balls in Louisiana, with all the gas giant planets on the same side of the sun, and a total solar eclipse coming on the 26th. We're definitely on the lookout for wild weather, ice, snow, tornadoes, freeze ups, cool downs, heat ups, freeze downs, and earthquakes, volcanoes. Yeah, it's a Christmas eclipse. Well, it happens on the 26th, but I mean, you know, it's weird. We had all the weird conspiracies and people being like, it's a sign, you know, for the blood moons, but you get a total solar eclipse pretty much on Christmas to end the decade. People are like, meh, what? Nah, no big deal. It's a big deal, man. We are ending the decade. It's okay to get a little sentimental. I know nostalgia is a form of depression, but we got to reflect back if we want to learn our lessons. So talking about, oh yeah, weather. It's a great place to go to hide politics. And super duper special thank you to the amazing, awesome Lynn. Thank you for your love, your support, and your cards are utterly fantastic. You're great. You're like a Christmas angel. Thank you. God bless Asteroid Fight Club. So you watching the pretty colors as they go across the screen? So you get one storm moving up, and the red means you could get tornadoes. And one thing I've noticed in my time at THORnews is that any storm that produces tornadoes has a chance to continue to produce tornadoes north, south, east, west until it leaves, because most storms go from west to east. So we will be watching this thing all the way up. You know, you get ice, straight line winds, sleet, snow. And then you got your next storm moving in from the Pacific Northwest. Because we have a big storm we are watching on the 22nd that has definitely been super weird. Models don't know what to do with it. But models are generally going to kind of sort of freak out around the eclipse because it doesn't know how to deal with the total change. Because, you know, when the moon blocks out the sun for an extended period of time, it changes the atmosphere, it changes the temperatures, freaks the animals out a bit, and there's a lot of wild energy going on amongst the peoples. This is just my opinion. as your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7. Ooh, hey, the T. Look at these Puerto Rican weird showers. And so you get a mixture of the Gulf Coast moisture and then the Pacific Northwest moisture combining together to form quite a storm. Pink in the middle is the icy stuff. It didn't used to be that way. What's it talking about? Okay, so yeah, and here's where tornadoes are. And I stepped outside and there was a whole weird feel vibe to the atmosphere. And there's just something about the look of the stream of these rain bands. It seems a bit peculiar. There's some crazy shit going on, man. All over the solar system, probably. So, stay on your toes, party people. It just seems like quite a situation overall. I mean, look at this big bad boy. And another thing I noticed the other day, we had the 6.8 earthquake in the Philippines, which did damage to several of their structures and infrastructure. That earthquake happened over where the solar eclipse is coming. But look at this storm here. A lot of the action has been happening. Most of the biggest storms have been coming into the west-north side of Alaska. But we're definitely on the lookout for more earthquakes and bigger earthquakes. If there was going to be an escalation in magnitudes, I would guess that we would see that in Iberia or possibly New Zealand or the Philippines. Although, don't rule out anything on the West Coast. But look at this storm here, man. And Iceland got hit with pretty much a hurricane the other day. 175 mile per hour winds and 10 feet of snow. I guess it's not a hurricane if it drops snow, but they're all just cyclones, man. Typhoons, midi-canes. Anyway, so yeah, we got a lot of wild weather going on, and that shall continue. I'm trying to hit the button. But definitely, it keeps showing a whole lot of rain and precipitation for Washington and Oregon and Northern California. So we will keep an eye on that as you guys are going to get hit by wave after wave after wave of storms. And there are going to be like 2 cyclones coming over the next 2 weeks towards y'all. How heavy they will be, we'll have to keep an eye on. Ooh, we got a fresh new run of the GFS. So yeah, that ice spot is bigger than it's been drawing it up lately. Oh, let us zoom in, shall we? You and I together. So this would be Tuesday in the morning. And remember, this could bust, and so if it busts, we're lucky. Where the hell did New York go? Is that New York there? Did I get dumb all of a sudden? Maybe I've been dumb the whole time. Yeah, New York's somewhere right in there somewhere. And so I have this wacky theory that there's some type of energetic shield around New York. Maybe they just have a lot of prayer warriors. And so I would guess they would get spared from it, because if a giant city got a bunch of ice, that would cause a lot of extra problems. But I would keep your eye on this thing for sure. But do what you want to do. You a grown-ass man, grown-ass lady. Okay, and then it pushes some of the more of the ice up into Massachusetts. Let's see, watch those. Yeah. And so we got to keep our eye on things. We'll do one more run of this. And then I'll let you guys go. How are you doing? What are you wearing? Single, ma'am? All right, so we're watching the low that we're watching for around the 22nd, 23rd. Look at that storm on the 23rd that comes in on the 23rd. The way it like kicks in and kicks up. Because I've been watching that storm, because I watch these storms from like 16 days out. and then just watch how they progress over every model run. And so the storm that comes in near the Baja California, Mexico coast on the 22nd always has this weird, like Mike Tyson uppercut punch feel to it. You might have been distracted by the Florida. Okay, now watch right about now, right here. Boom. It has like the double O. That's a weird, looks like it's going to have some punch. So I would guess that's storm. And then it grows some Martian tail and looks pretty bad at the end. So that storm looks like one to watch for sure. And now we've gone to 2020. But yeah, so we're going to have some pretty wild, pretty stormy weather over the next 2 weeks and definitely the next 48 hours. So, and this storm that's been trekking, it started out up here and it moved down towards North Carolina. Now it's trekking over Florida. If the trend continues, it'll end up in the Gulf, like South Mexico. And so we'll just keep our eye on that. But remember, like I said, the eclipse, the models have a hard time dealing with it. Sometimes I do too emotionally. The energy's weird. Like even this day has felt like a whole year. Thank you again, Lynn, for putting a smile on my face. And thank you to everybody out there in the Asteroid Fight Club. And if you do want to help support or just say thank you for all the hard work I've done all year long, you can send a letter in the mail. I appreciate those. For Christmas, my birthday, which is on the 19th. The New Year, THORnews 2020. My address is going to be in the information box. It's T. Lewison, 5430 Birdwood Road. Number 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. I am your crowd-source-funded planetary defense commander, and I think I've done a great job over the last 7 years. Sweet. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. You guys are rule. And I'll probably be around a lot. I rested up in November. Well, I had the flu, and it was like a weird Martian flu that almost like, ugh. I'm glad that's finally gone. So I'll be around, giving them all. Peace out. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Let's have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, and a Happy Hanukkah, and a silly Krampus for those people, and a kick-ass Kwanzaa. I'm sorry if I missed you. And ladies, I love you.